Yo, yo, yo. What up? What's going on? It's number two for today. I'm so fucking tight. The channel, man. Up. Yo, everybody and their mama talking about Diddy, man. They always think motherfuckers is victims and shit. Them niggas ain't no victims, bro. But I tell you this. That nigga Smart was right. What he said on that fucking show, Math Hoffa, that nigga was right. The whole time. The whole fucking time, nigga was right. But yo, I saw this chick with a single baby mama, and this is a prime example of what the fuck they do wrong and why they need to have a man in their life, a father in their life. For one, is to learn how to communicate with men, learn how to talk to men. So you got this video. This nigga's mama. Uh, he has a discrepancy with his haircut. Right? He got a discrepancy with his haircut. Listen to how his mama tell him to deal with this shit.
There's a bald spot right here. No, there's not a bald spot, Rachel. No. You always critique your haircuts like this, huh? What do you want me to say? If you want me to say he nicked you up a little bit? Yes. Let me see. I can braid your hair differently. Can it fix this? Mm-hmm. Look at me. I always can fix it better. Whatever it is, I can make it better. I'm Mrs. Make It Better. I'm your mommy. I'll make it better. Give me a wallet. Go pay. And then speak with your chest. Say, I don't like how you took too much off the top and I see what you did right here.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
That is not how you go and speak to another dude when you got a discrepancy. Man to man, you can't come across to another nigga like, yo man, I don't like how you cut my shit. The fuck, nigga, fuck. That don't work like that. Like she teaching this nigga wrong, and I really hope that she got his ass in fucking karate kung fu or some shit like that, because he gonna need some hands to back that shit up. Yeah, right. You can't come across talking to niggas like that. There's a certain way you gotta say that. Yo, damn, bro. Listen, I really don't like. This look like you got a little bit too much off the top, man. You don't come in, yo, I don't like how you said that. It's talking about say it with your chest. What the fuck? This is not a say it with your chest fucking moment. Like, he's fucking.
And that wasn't player. Say it with your chest too. Say next time, what you gonna say to him? I don't like how you took too much off the top. Mm-hmm. Say it with your chest. Look at me. Say it. Tell me how you gonna tell him. I don't like how much you took off the top. I don't like how much you took off the top. Say it again. I don't like how much you took off the top. You usually get me together, but today I don't even like how much you took off the top. I see this part right here. I don't like it.
See all that? And then you wonder why these niggas are sassy. You see all that sass she fucking doing? Squinting her fucking eyes and all that shit. You teaching that to a fucking boy who's gonna be a man. And then some bros is gonna be complaining, oh, he's so sassy. Look what the fuck he's being taught. Now, I'm not trying to really come down too hard on it, but this is a perfect video showing and explaining what the fuck they be doing wrong. Why you need that father in the life.
Look at me. What you gonna tell him? I don't like how much you took off the top. And say it with your chest. And go pay the man.
Now she's confusing. Say it with your chest. She's confusing that for be more assertive. Be more assertive with it. All that say it with your chest, it's like say it with attitude. Like, yo, I don't like how you cut my shit. Like, there's no need for that, bro. What if that man don't like how you talking to him? Now you can cause a possible conflict because you don't know how to talk to people. Because you listening to your mama.
And when you don't like the service, you don't tip, okay?
There's a ball spot right here.
No, there's not a ball.
All right. So that's that. I'm about to move on to something here I saw on Facebook and Instagram are connected now. So, but this guy, this is his second analogy, right? And I like this analogy. I think I can do it better. I'm sure he can do it better too. It seemed like he just put it together. It's really nice. He's from that show, Ugly Money, right? The big guy that yells with the dreads. All right. Now watch this shit. You already know bitches don't like this shit just because it's a body count. I'm telling you, whenever a woman hears something about body count and they start getting upset and angry, it's because they body count high as fuck. They wouldn't care if their shit wasn't high, right? They shit in the 30, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. They ain't gonna catch an attitude because they know they've been fucking like they fucking retarded. And it's just like, yo, man, that's what you did. But niggas don't want to wife that. They'll fuck you. They'll fuck a prostitute. But you got women out here whose body count can rival those of a prostitute, full-time job prostitute, or a fucking porn star. And that makes no sense. How do you have how do you have a body count comparable to a fucking prostitute, bro? And you think niggas ain't supposed to find something wrong with that? I don't, you don't make any sense. Listen to this shit.
Count matters.
Hey, I want to teach you something about how body counts and things and why it's important, right? Okay, this is where the man starts in his life. He starts at the bottom. Anything that a man is going to accomplish in life, he has to earn it. I mean, in order for him to get to the top of this mountain, he's going to have to gain wealth, notoriety, fame, some kind of relevance, have some kind of worth or some kind of value. Women, on the other hand, are born at the top of the mountain because of what they have: sexiness, beauty, things of that nature, right? So the fact of the matter is that you've been in a VIP section that you didn't have to pay for. Right? Several times. I've never been in one. The fact of the matter is that our value is earned and your value is given. Now, as we go up, this right here, networking, and we'll go up here and we'll go knowledge, and we'll go up here and we'll go money, and we'll go up here and then we go, success, right? Those are all things that a man have to achieve to get to the top of the mountain. Now, what a woman has to do is find reasons not to fall off this mountain, right? So let's say, boom, she goes down. Why? Because of attitude, right? She has a bad attitude. Let's go down here. She goes down because she has body count. Meaning, the fact of the matter is that she's had so many bodies, because all she has to do is preserve her virtuosity at the top of this mountain. But the fact of the matter is that she has been slipped up so many times and dealt with so many men that did not want to cuff, that did not want to wife. You mean to tell me that goddamn 50 niggas in your lifetime sat there and you gave them a shot and they didn't want to stick around, but you want this guy that's made it all the way up here to deal with you? Oh, okay, let me go body count, let me go baby daddies. Like, okay, she got 6 baby daddies and 5 kids.
Proof that body count matters.
Now we're about to go into the comment section. Now I need you to know that I need you to recount what he said, right? When he said virtuosity, he didn't say virginity. There's a woman in the comments who's going to be like, "Oh, I got a friend and she's a virgin, and then nobody wants her, and some of them are pretty." Yeah, I bet, but the nigga didn't say virginity. He said virtuosity. You a fucking idiot. All right, so we're gonna shoot over to Instagram. All right.
Hey, I want to teach you something about how body counts and things and why it's important, right? Okay, this is where the man starts in his life. He starts at the bottom. Anything that a man is going to accomplish in life, he has to earn it. I mean, in order for him to get to the top of this mountain, he's going to have to gain wealth, notoriety, fame, some kind of relevance, have some kind of worth or some kind of value. Women, on the other hand, are born at the top of the mountain because what they have, sexiness, beauty, things of that nature, right? So the fact of the matter is that you've been in a VIP section that you didn't have to pay for, right? Several times. I've never been in one. The fact of the matter is that our value is earned and your value is given. Now, as we go up, this right here, networking, and we'll go up here and we'll go knowledge, and we'll go up here and we'll go money, and we'll go up here and then we go, success, right? Those are all things that a man has to achieve to get to the top of the mountain. Now, what a woman has to do is find reasons not to fall off this mountain, right? So let's say, boom, she goes down. Why? Because of attitude, right? She has a bad attitude. Let's go down here. She goes down because she has body count. Meaning, the fact of the matter is that she has so many bodies because all she has to do is preserve her virtuosity at the top of this mountain. But the fact of the matter is that she has been slipped up so many times and got with so many men that did not want to come, that did not want a wife. You mean to tell me that goddamn 50 niggas in your lifetime sat there and you gave them a shot and they didn't want to stick around, but you want this guy that's made it all the way up here to deal with you? Oh, okay, then we go body count, then we go baby daddies. Like, okay, she got 6 baby daddies and 5 kids.
Proof that body count matters.
He says 6 baby daddies and 5 kids. Yeah, so this lady, she's like, oh, I got, I'll call her a fucking cheeseburger. Fucking cheeseburger, you. So this is bullshit, and only lies were told. Yeah, this is bullshit, and only lies were told. I know girls that's in their 30s that are virgin, and man don't even look at them, and some of them cute. Sound like they pretty fucked up over there. And women start slower than a man in every fucking situation in fucking reality. Oh yeah, you obviously not in this country. Where are you? Who is this? Oh yeah, look at you. Yeah,
Proof
ain't too
that body
fucking
count.
bright. And I see that they're just triggered by the shit, bro. Fucking triggered, and they just like ramble off the dumbest shit. Everybody's count matters. The fact the man thinks he is held to a lesser standard is insane. Well, see, the thing with that is, right? If you feel that way, then don't fucking deal with a high body count. No matter how much money he makes, how much of a good provider he could be and give you the soft life, no matter how good the dick is, no matter how handsome he is, don't fuck him. I bet you won't be able to not fuck him. Because women, that's why women fuck niggas with a lot of kids, because it shows that they're very fertile, that they fuck a lot, and they're probably good at it. You know, when you do something a lot, you're pretty good at it, and that's what attracts them. Of course, they want a man that other women want. That's how the whole game is set up. Like, man, women get on my motherfucking nerves with this dumb shit, bro. No woman wants to deal with a man with multiple women, nasty attitude, and several kids either. Everyone, regardless of gender, should value their bodies and have standards. Trust me, those women that have ghosted you and you don't know why, well, it's probably because they have standards and don't want to deal with your bullshit. Heard about how you get around and all those broken homes you are creating. Yeah, man. First of all, I don't know what fucking video she listened to. It's like women will hear shit and then they'll make shit up in their fucking head. They'll hear something, but when it gets in the head, they'll make up a total different fucking statement, conversation, comment, and then they'll react off of what was in their fucking head. Like, bitch, she ain't saying nothing about the man having an attitude or several kids or any of that shit. He didn't say anything about that. You're making up your own scenario. So you're making up your own scenario and attaching those things to the man in your head. That wasn't even the fucking scenario given. And she's like, "Oh, that girl that ghosted you." First of all, who man, listen, man. I've never been ghosted. Uh she might have ghosted someone, but I like women always got a fucking stupid argument, bro. And it's like, you know what? I think we should just stop arguing with them and just be like, yeah, all right, still good though. You good later. Because that like they're fucking stupid and they lie too much, man. Uh just have fun with them and keep it moving. Yeah, that's it. It's just this cocksucker right here. I've never heard more bullshit. It's always one sucker ass nigga that just says dumb shit, man. It's always one sucker ass nigga, man. It's always one of you idiots. All right, let's move on to the next one. Now we've heard what that excuse me, what that said, right? Now, just to throw some icing on this cake right here, we gonna listen to old girl. Check this out.
Biologically by whores in terms of wanting to marry. So now women are getting what they wanted in the first place. They have all this freedom to do whatever they want, but they never realize the backlash that would be against them when it came from men. And now they try to shame men for not wanting them because they have all these bodies,
Which is exactly what them bitches was doing, right?
on them, or because they dress like whores, or because they're doing OnlyFans. These things that in women's minds they've normalized and they see no problem with because they've been ignoring what men have to say. And men are turned off biologically by whores in terms of wanting to marry. So now women are getting what they wanted in the first place. They have all this freedom to do whatever they want, but they never realize the backlash that will be against them when it came from men. And now they try to shame men for not wanting them because they have all these bodies on them, or because they.
Yeah, and this guy, he made a good point. They also project saying men sleep around too. Most men with goals don't have time to sleep around like that. You know what? He's got a point, sir. He's got a hell of a point, right? What else? Where are we at? So all in all, you know who the prize is. You know who the prize is, man.
The most important thing for women is understanding that even though you're the queen, you're still the king's wife. Your value is in the ability to keep a high value man. I'm sorry that you don't like that, but that's how the world looks at it. And again, I deal in reality. You can be an accomplished woman, but if you're 40, unmarried, no children, the world looks at you as something's wrong. One of the most
And he's right about that. Right? Now, I'm gonna show you something, man. I'm gonna give you a prime example. We're gonna take this chick right here. All right, this chick Portia from whatever that fucking show was, Love Hip Hop or Atlanta Housewives, right? All right, so she married this guy, right? She knew him for a month and married this nigga inside a month, bro. Now the headlines right here say Portia Williams claims Simon G has locked her out of the marital home. Right? And this woman says, he said you have been cheating on him, Portia, and quite frankly, that hurts his feelings. So, women like this, they fuck around and fuck around and fuck around until they become that old bitch in the club, competing with the 23, 26, 25-year olds and shit. So what she need to do is sit her motherfucking hot ass down, okay? Because she gonna be out there like, what's this broad name? What's this broad name, man? She left her husband. She's a twin. Whatever her fucking name is. Following a month of dating, the two got engaged. A month of dating. Sorry, they got engaged in a month, not married. Okay. A month of dating, then they got engaged. And then married in 2021. Williams is now pulling the plug on the union after 15 months. So I don't know. They say 70% of women have a backup plan. Right. But the thing is, women aren't good pickers. The majority of black women's pickers are broken. They don't know how to pick. They don't know what qualities to look for to pick. The only thing they look for is looks and money. That's the only thing they look for. So, when you got looks and money, you could be a fucking dickhead, man. Because you got looks and money, bro. Like, all right, let's see. And I think this guy, he was like a scammer and this and that. And you know how the Africans are, man. They come over here and try to. I didn't know that she was thick. She was skinny before. Somebody had been making her bust some nuts. That's usually what happens, man. Either that's happy weight. I know when we were younger, man, you fucking a girl good, she started getting thick, started getting more of an ass, and that's because of the orgasms, man. That's just releasing fucking chemicals and shit in their body, and that shit makes them mature more, right? And this broad, wait, what that say? Betrayal hurt. I actually told him, like, I'm sorry for your divorce and all of that because I know what that feels like. She told Andy Cohen, I know what it feels like to go through betrayal and hurt. Yeah. After the engagement news became public, Williams spoke out about people jumped to the conclusion that she took him from Pina. Oh yeah, he was dating another chick. And they thought that she took him from Pina. Yeah, whatever it was, man. These broads are gonna fucking stay out there. They think they're doing something right. And they had an article that Kevin Samuels talks about, right? And I want to show you this article first before we hear what he has to say. I want to show you the stats, rather, not the article. This is from the CDC. All right, you see this up here, Center, whatever, disease control. Right, we go down here. This is marriage rates, United States, 1900 to 2018. Right, so that's 118 years. So this is what we got. We got 1900 on this side, right? And then it doubles back and it goes to 1960 on this side. So we'll say 1986, a 1986 issue of Newsweek said, yo, you bitches ain't gonna get married if you're over 40 years old. You bitches gonna die alone, like Kevin Samuels used to say. All right. Now, when you look, they're at 2.4 million, right? Almost 2.5. Each year, you see it drops, right? This year it shot. This year 89 and 90. It shot back up. I don't know why. Right? 89 and 90, it shot back up right here. But ever since then, bro, this shit has been dwindling. Right? So what Newsweek, what Kevin Samuel said is true, because as of 2018, 6.5% marriage rate was what is it? What is that? Marriage rate was at 6.5%. Right? Marriage was at its highest in 1920. And you know why I think it was the highest? I'm gonna tell you why I think it was highest. I think it was highest because ugh, that was the era of the Great Depression, right? When it started, right? They needed men. Times were hard, man. You actually need somebody to help you out, right? So that's why marriage was at a 12%. Then 1921, it dropped 2%. It kept dropping, dropping, went back up. Oh no, 1947 it was the highest. 46. Okay. So the Great Depression, what happened in 1946, man? But we got the CDC charts right here, right? And I want to show, damn, is this going to block my, all right, hold on. We just going to hear something from Kev real quick.
That they could be these Carrie Bradshaw characters. And it's not working, ladies. And here's the thing, it's not working in men, and it's not men's fault. That's what we need to get to. It is not the men's fault that this is not turning out the way you ladies thought it was going to turn out. Let's be honest. You were told, many women were told to don't rely on no man, go to school, get a degree, go get a good job, so you don't have to depend on no man, and take care of yourself. And then if you choose to, if you want to, you can decide at one time to go settle down and have a family.
If you choose to, huh? At any time.
That's not it. That's too much light. That's not it, ladies. It's not working. That's not it, ladies. You know it, and I know it. It's not working. It's not working. And I will say this, I know many amazing, professional, Black women who I would love to sit down at a dinner party with, that I would love to sit down and debate with, that I would love to, just on any given day, it would be a great time to be around Helen and Angie. But no way on God's green earth would I want to marry these women.
Wow.
No way on God's green earth would I want to have anything other than casual relations with these women.
Big facts.
Because for the most part, they are insufferable.
Keeps does work. My hair was pretty thin. Like, you could see through.
But no way on God's green earth would I want to marry these women. No way on God's green earth would I want to have anything other than casual relations with these women. Because for the most part, they are insufferable. They are insufferable to deal with. Fun people to hang out with, horrible for relationships. Ladies, that's not a man's fault. That's not a man's fault that this Sex in the City thing hasn't turned out for you. How are we supposed to fix that? And the one thing we cannot do is like I said the other day when I talked to a woman, no one can be Thanos or Doctor Strange and flip back and use the time stone and go backwards. We're going to break this conversation down into two segments. Two segments. Segment one, where we start talking about the danger zone. Danger zone. Ages 27 to 35. Ladies, if you're in this area, listen to me and listen good. I don't care if you despise me. Pay attention to this broadcast like your life depended on it, because it very well could. Listen to the phone calls. Listen to the women who call in who may have something to say about how they know they were lied to. I need you to look to the left and to the right of you and realize that you cannot care about this woman over here or this woman over here. This is a time you must be selfish and think about yourself, because, man, if you make it to 40 unmarried, I'm going to talk about something that happened in 1986 in Newsweek magazine. There was an article written called The Marriage Crunch, and it said that if a woman has a better chance of being killed in a terrorist attack than marrying after age 40. Now, of course, this is a pre 9/11 world, and if some of the numbers were off for men, ladies, it's still not that great. 1 in 4 black women will marry. That means 3 out of 4 will die alone. Here's the problem. All of you women seem to think you'll always be that one. And unfortunately, if you've had a child, you put yourself further out of the game. If you are in that 80% that's overweight,
see, everything that he's talking about right now, it's making me think of old boy that we just watched. I don't even know his fucking name. I don't know his name, man. I just be calling nigga Ugly Money. But everything he was talking about, and I love that diagram. That diagram is that's it. The fucking pyramid, right? The men have to try to climb up the pyramid. Women gotta stay the fuck up there. Don't slide down. Right? So, like he said, the fucking kids, the weight, the attitude, the refusal to fucking change or listen to a reason is gonna keep them not only sliding down, it's gonna keep them at the bottom. And the crazy part, you got two people on the bottom, right? That pyramid, I'm gonna redo that pyramid, because even at the top, you can meet somebody at the top, and that's a great, perfect fucking thing, right? But you could also meet somebody on the sides, and even on the bottom. Like, sorry to use this as an example, but like two crackheads. They both together, they both got a common goal. Let's get this crack, baby, right? That's like an example. Uh, but you can meet somebody on your level like that, But men will go up and they'll meet bitches down here. They'll meet bitches down there. You know what I'm saying? But women they'll be up here and they'll want somebody right here, or not even on the fucking charts, or they'll be halfway and they want somebody up there. Like, but you don't have the qualities that are required for that nigga to take you. See, Kevin talks very, very, very clean, good, proper, which I really do like. Me, I like to give it to you raw, no diddy. I feel talking to you like this, you could hear it better. You know what I mean? And body count really does matter, bro. It really does, because when you go places, Like you just feel better, nigga. Like, would you buy a pair of shoes? Would you buy a pair of shoes that somebody else wore? Would you wear somebody else's socks? No. So why the fuck? Like, bitch got like 50, 60 bodies, man. I don't want her like to wife her like that. Your body count is, you went through 50, 60, 70 niggas. Do you know? Let me show you something real quick to give you a point of reference. A point of reference, real quick. Where's that? All right, here we go. Bro. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 guys. That's 5 guys, bro. Imagine 50. Imagine 50 in that little pussy. 50. Probably ain't little no more. I guess that's a fact. Probably ain't even little no more. Shit stretched out. Ugly. Like, yo, I'll tell you. So when you look at this, you're like, yo, bro. And I got one with a black girl too. I gotta find it. So this is just five motherfuckers, man. Right? When you look at this shit and you're like, you know what? All right, she got 20 bodies. You're like, 20 bodies is like, all right, look at this. How many dogs is on this fucking line here, bro? Let me see. This is your hole right there at the tree, getting humped on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is 16. That's a long ass line. This picture is amazing. Like how they got the motherfucking animals to sit there like that. This is 16. So you meet a girl and she got 20 bodies. It's like, all right, damn. Then you talk to her, she's like, and she got like that's what I'm saying. It don't make sense for a chick to have bodies, a body count that could rival a fucking porn star or a fucking hooker. Because after 6 bodies, the ability for her to bond to a man is real difficult, B. And the higher up she goes, the more difficult it becomes, and that shit ain't happening.
Or the 80% of that's obese, you put yourself further out. Or if you've done the cardinal of all sins and got your PhD, you got your PhD. This is the worst of all sins because here's the problem. If you are earning more than most men, it is damn near impossible for you to sit down with a man who's making what the average black man in this country makes, $42,000 a year, and respect him to the level he's going to need to be respected to make their relationship work. And a lot of women that tend to frequent these areas fall into this category, and they feel some kind of way about it. I was telling Donovan the other day, there are a lot of problems that a lot of male content creators make. It's because you can't empathize and understand that we as men, we can mess up your teens, your 20s, your 30s, even your 40s, and recover in your 50s and still end strong.
Mm-hmm.
Women cannot. Women have effectively had their wombs stolen from them to go work for other people, to make other companies and organizations rich. And these organizations knew what they were doing. Mm-hmm. They knew Cosmopolitan magazine was the Playboy for women. They knew it was selling a woman a lifestyle. They purposely planned it that way. These people knew they were lying to women. They called her Erica. They said, don't put her in New York City, put her in Cleveland and make it seem as though she has this great, wonderful life that's full of this and that and dating and da da da. And the only way to make the whole thing work to where they could effectively sell the advertisers' stuff in Cosmopolitan magazine, the tampons, the nail polish, the girls' trips, the pianos, the clothing, all the stuff that needed to be sold to single women. The only way to make this work is they had to do two things. They had to delay marriage, postpone marriage, and then make casual sex okay, right along with reproductive choice. Mm. So when you basically, ladies, you effectively lowered the price of entry to your body, decided to try to get out here to be like guys, to compete with the guys, and realize that, when you decide to leave, that you're competing with the 21-year-old version of you at 37. And many women are turning around and looking back and saying, I was lied to. Whether the people, now here's the thing, there were people who knowingly lied. And I'm going to break this down next week. There are people who knowingly lied to an entire country to sell products. Mm-hmm. There's a knowingly lied to sell products. Knowingly lied to sell products. But nobody's going to go to jail for it. Nobody's going to die for it. These women are in their 70s and 80s now, and they're confessing. But the problem is, this was my mother's generation, my generation, and late millennials. This is where you are, and you find yourself over 35, between 36 and 60, actually between 30 and 60, with no marital prospects, no real relationship history, a lifetime spent of pursuing career, fun, independence, and now the very real reality that you don't know how to date. The men that you say you want, you don't know what they want in a woman. And for the ones who do know what they want in a woman, you made decisions in your life to where you've effectively made it, they don't want you. And now you're getting upset with men because we're talking about it. As if we stop talking about it, it's going to change anything. And the point is, for the women who are under 30, pay attention. You still can make some changes. For the women 27 to 35, you are in the danger zone. Danger zone! If you don't make changes, drastic changes, immediate changes, you will creep right on over to no man's land. You'll creep right on over into no man's land, where many of the women that called in the other night on the Single Mothers Deserve High Value Men podcast, where you heard women talk about, I got 1 and 2 children. I'm going to actually uploaded one of the calls from one of the women who said, she's got friends. Let's play a part of that call. Part of that call. The woman said she had friends. And many of her friends fall into this category of highly educated, overeducated, but when it comes right down to it, her friends are not all right with their options. They're just not. When they go out with men, they're like, These guys are beneath me. These guys are garbage. These guys are trash. We're talking about average, regular, everyday guys. So what do you do? What do you do? What do you do as a guy?
Damn, I still can't find it.
Ask for the highest price and it got no benefit. As a guy who's listening to all this, you say, well, guys are saying we have been trying to tell women for the longest. We've been trying to tell women for the longest that we don't want what you guys are selling. Men have been trying to say this for the longest, ladies, that they don't want what you're selling. But now, ladies, are you listening? Men want cooperation. Men want women who are fit, feminine, and friendly, cooperative, and submissive. If you're 27 to 35, job one needs to be to focus like hell on making sure you get a life raft. Ladies, you're on the Titanic. Okay? I'm gonna get out there. I know a lot of women are gonna hate this broadcast. They're gonna say, you're trying to turn women into desperation. Yes, I am. I'm trying to turn you into a pick-misha. That's right, because pick-mishas get picked. You've hit the iceberg. It's going to sink. There's no way it's not going to sink. The first three compartments are full with water. Nothing is going to keep the Titanic from foundering. It's going down. It is up to you to decide whether you live this life with somebody or you live this life by yourself and you go into the cold ground alone. Alone. When I was at home with my mother, we had to go out to the family burial plot and look where everybody's buried. And I'm looking at the women in my family who are buried alone, but I know my mother is going to have a spot next to her husband, like my grandmother and my grandfather and everybody before them. You don't believe me? Go out to where your family's buried and watch all the married couples. And then watch from...
He's right. I was in Delaware on the Air Force Base, Dover, Delaware Air Force Base, around 2001. About 2001. And I don't know why I did this, but sometimes I would go by cemeteries. If I was driving, I passed by a cemetery, I'd pull up in that bitch and walk around and look at the names and shit. It was weird. I was young. I was like 23. I don't know why I was doing it. Don't worry about that. But that's what I would do, bro. And I noticed exactly what the fuck he's saying. But back in the day, back in the 40s, right? 40s, 50s, around the 70s, some 80s. I saw like double fucking burial grounds, or you would see one burial ground, right? You would see one tombstone, and then right next to it, it would be another tombstone, but it was no grave there yet, and that person would be waiting for their for their husband or their wife or whatever. I was like, wow, and it was nice to see, man. It was nice to see that people were together and they loved each other so much that they stayed together, and even in death. But as the time went on, I say like late 70s, 80s, 90s, it was only one fucking tombstone. Niggas was being buried by themselves. No bullshit. So what he's saying, I actually seen it with my own eyes.
1980 on, and watch all the women that are buried by their mother freaking self.
My dad, he remarried, and he was with his wife for like 27 years, I think. And man, she caught cancer and she got sick. She went in the hospital. Yo, he was there when it's the day she went in the hospital. He was there every day, man. every fucking day. My dad was up there, yo. And he was the last person that she saw. That shit was crazy. Like he literally was the last person she saw. He was holding her hand when she fucking died, bro. And not for nothing, man. That's kind of fucking dope. Like when you think about it, man. My shit, my mom's died alone. She died alone. You know, she didn't. The guy that she remarried, he wasn't up there like that. He wasn't going up there like that to see her. She passed her like 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, shit is just crazy, bro. Like that alone, uh, just knowing somebody died alone, like their last breath, there was nobody there to like hold you. Like I'm thinking that my dad's wife that he remarried, I'm thinking that she, you know, felt some type of comfort holding somebody's hand that, you know, she loved, and him seeing her off. Like, I think that meant something. You know, he was fucked up behind it, as you know anybody would be. All right, I'm done looking for this. I don't got it. Um, but yeah, he was fucked up. He was fucked up behind it and shit, you know. But all right, cool.
The Titanic has been hit. It's taking on water. It's going down. And it is time for you in the danger zone.
Danger Zone!
To get your life jacket and get your ass to a life raft. You. Don't worry about your friend. Don't worry about this one. You. Blood sport. Because if you worry about her, you both are going to be by yourself. If there is one man and four of you, you need to kneecap the other three of them to get him. Remember when I said those two 25-year-olds that called on my show and said, we're nice, we want high value men. I said, okay, if I threw one high value man that's looking for a wife in the room with you guys, would you be willing to compete?
I want to show y'all this real quick. I'm on Black, I'm on Bumble, and Tinder, which makes for great fucking content because I come across shit like this. I'm a mom of three. They are my all. My kids are my top priority. Like, why are you even on the fucking dating market? You got three kids, now they're your top priority. Now you're all. Like, take your ass off the dating market. You on here for free dinner and shit? Take your ass with your motherfucking kids. When they get grown, then you come back. This bitch is on here 60, 65, definitely 50s, looking for men, looking for love. Bitch, talking about they want to listen, man. Shit crazy.
Compete for him? Oh, I couldn't do that. She's my friend. I said, well, good. You don't die alone. Because Becky would do it.
Becky with the good hair.
That's where it comes down, ladies. Because if every black man got married today, every marriageable age black man got married, if every single black man, if every black man available, no matter what his age or status, got married, there would still be 2 million of you left.
2 million.
And Brad ain't coming to marry you. Lee ain't coming to marry you. Enrique and Ahmed ain't coming because their women ain't letting their men go. Women outnumber men on the planet. That's how nature intended it to keep the species going. This is blood sport, ladies. My question is this. For all the women whose jaw is getting tight and you're getting mad right now, I got a question for you. What's all for? You went to college, you got your master, you got your BA, your BS,
I'm a PhD.
your PhD, you got a job and a condo and this and that, you're finding this and that, and then when you die, what's the difference? It was like you never were here. It didn't matter. There's no legacy, there's no nothing. 50 years from now, you mean zero. Nothing. Nothing. That's what it means to be human. Life is about relationships. And if you don't have them, well, I got my job and I got my career. Okay. And I'm not talking about the few extraneous people who actually have a legacy of public service or this or that. I'm talking about the rank and file woman today who bought the notion of postponing or delaying marriage, Sex in the City lifestyle, and you could turn around and get married. And I'm sorry, you can't. I will tell you, and the women who can do it are even struggling with the choice. I know beautiful, beautiful, solid nines. Solid black women who are nines in the face and in the body and in the brain and in the academics and in the income, who are struggling with this because even they have to decide, all right, I got to get off this ride because I cannot keep being single and not having a baby up in here. I got to do it.
Now,
I wanted to.
I'm going to tell you something here. What I've noticed, right? This is what I've noticed. I've noticed some women who got the PhDs, they're in these high positions and shit like that. You know what they're doing? Who did they assassinate? They're fucking making men's lives hell. What do I mean? Well, when you take like that woman, when you take women like from the one from Atlanta, Georgia, Fulton County. She just got sued by a guy named Brock, black guy named Brock. Basically, it was pay to play. She's forcing this guy to give her some dick, right? And then she forced him into like, he was like tried to force him into a relationship. He wasn't with the relationship. So, he felt like he had to keep going because if not, that bitch was going to take his position. She was going to take his position away, man. And I'm going to show you that video at some point, right? So they end up fucking up their careers because they can't get a man on the outside because they're so fucking mean, nasty, and controlling. So they go to work and wreak havoc on the niggas at work, bro. These poor men, they gotta fucking be nagged and tortured and pressed into fucking these bras, then into relationships. She would have meetings at her house, right? And when he would go to the meeting, he's the only motherfucker there. Crazy. He show up at her house. Where's so-and-so? Nah, they not coming. It's just us. The fuck, bitch? I won't be here with you. Move a little closer here. Come on, what the fuck, man? I don't like that shit.
Disney fantasy, but eventually, if I don't do this, the window closes and it can't be done. So that means eventually, no matter how cold that water is in the North Atlantic, I am going to have to jump my mother sucking butt in there and swim to the lifeboat because either I get over here and survive or I die. Because ain't your baby. You ladies don't have these conversations just stuck with each other because you want hope. After 40, there really is no hope. You've heard woman after woman talk about it. After a certain age, you have to go start having fertility treatments and freeze your eggs and this and that. You can freeze.
You can say you can freeze your eggs all you want. And I think that shit is fucked up. You shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to do that, man. Freeze your eggs and start a broken fucking home. The fuck? Listen to this shit.
Commissioner for Fulton County District 4. Former Chief of Staff Calvin Brock. Brock says he began working for Hall in May of 2018 and alleges he was, quote, subjected to unwanted sexual advancement by Natalie Hall, Commissioner, end quote. He goes on to claim in his March 4, 2021 complaint that he was, quote, forced into a relationship for fear of losing his job, and that after he decided to end the relationship, Ms. Hall hid tracking devices in his vehicle to track his personal and professional conversations, which caused a hostile work environment, end quote. Mr. Brock tells me when the pandemic hit, working for Commissioner Hall became extremely difficult because they were working out of her home. And he says many times the rest of the team was not there. Mr. Brock says when he wanted out, the harassment got so bad, he claimed
This bitch has some shit lined up. That was some Puff Daddy shit she was doing.
Did he say working out of her home?
She had, yeah, that's what the fuck they're doing, bro. Because they can't get a man on that. They can't get a man outside. A man can't deal with that bullshit. That boss babe bull. Niggas don't want to deal with that bullshit, man. She can't keep no fucking man. So she start fucking with niggas at the job, chasing these niggas around, making their life hell.
Freeze your eggs all you want to. Where's the man? You got the money for egg treatments. You got the money for egg treatments, but you don't have the man. Well, I don't need a man. I'll just have a baby. Oh, yeah, that's another. Yeah, let's go ahead and create more and more broken families. That's it.
As I was showing, you definitely do.
So we'd rather talk about freezing eggs and getting fertility treatments versus getting your head right and learning how to cooperate with a man. Is that what we're talking about? Is that what we're really saying in the Black community? That you'd rather take all that time, effort.
With millions of content creators across the globe, how do you find the right storytellers for your brand?
Get the fuck out of here.
That answer will not work long term. That answer won't work long term. Long term, if you don't do something drastically different, you will end up like women that I know in my family. My aunt died alone. Her last relationship that I remember, she died alone 3 years ago. Her last relationship that I remember was around 1977 to 1980. 1977 to 1980. Let's give it 1980. That means from 1980 to 2017, 37 years.
Damn.
Nothing. And I just watched her die. I watched her fall apart, piece by piece. Her physical health deteriorated, mental health deteriorated. She was like a second mother to me, and it was sad to see.
Y'all, if
I'm not gonna go.
if y'all don't know, I really fuck with Kev, man. I got him right there. When he died, I went and ordered that little picture there of him. And put the shit on my wall. I fuck with him hard body, man. No Diddy.
Go too much into my personal life, but I've seen women like this.
How many motherfucking kids
die.
This lady got, man?
Die, man. Just die.
6,
because
she's got 9 kids.
And when talking to him, the first thing that went was this.
Yeah.
The entitlement. I don't want to settle. I don't want this. I don't want that. You know, I've heard women in their 60s with high school diplomas talking about the kind of jobs they should have, the kind of men they should have. They want love. They don't want to settle. And I'm like, love? Talk about women who have not had relationships in decades, still holding on to the fantasy. I said this the other day on Donovan Sharp show. How many people have read Charles Dickens' Great Expectations?
They was really thinking they gonna find love at that age. So I'm gonna put it on the line. Let's see. He was referencing Cosmopolitan magazine, right? I'm gonna see if I can show it a little bit. Shit, my bad. Shoot, I mean, everything about the sexual revolution was based on fake news and lies. Now living the simple life in Wyoming, she's exposing the feminist propaganda. Wow. Sue Ellen Browder's coming clean. Mind you, she's the one who's been married for like 40 years. And the owner of the magazine was married for 50 years up until her husband died.
How do we get to the point where so many young women today think to be free is to go to college, get a great degree, have a fantastic job, and be as sexually free as possible? How did those get joined together? Well, that was the question that people began to ask me after I had left Cosmo, and I began to investigate it. You have to understand a bit about how propaganda works. Propaganda isn't just a bunch of lies. People think, oh, propaganda, I can spot it in a minute because it's just a bunch of lies. No, propaganda is very sophisticated. It's half-truth, selected truth, and truth out of context. Is used not to sell just products. It's also used to sell ideas. The feminist movement and the sexual revolution were two radically different movements. The feminist movement was fighting for equal opportunity for women in education and the workforce. The sexual revolution was fighting for all sorts of sexual freedoms. Cosmo, we pretended that this sexual revolution was a freedom for women. It actually was not. It was actually kind of a slavery. But we pretended it was freedom for women.
The fuck? I don't really get it.
And over time, as the sexual revolution and the women's movement got identified closer and closer together, a lot of women began to buy into that illusion. I wrote for Cosmo for about 20 years. I came out of J School, University of Missouri School of Journalism. I was trained very well to be a good reporter, and then I immediately...
Damn, bro. They duped the women. So when these bras are talking about body count and body count don't matter. It does matter, obviously. You were fucking tricked into it, thinking that it doesn't matter. But, we get tired of arguing with these bitches because they hard-headed, man. Nothing worse than a hard-headed bitch, man. God damn. Let's see.
How many people have read Charles Dickens' great? Money and education does not make you high value as a woman. Money and education does not make you high value as a woman. These self-love gurus got wives, got husbands. You got nothing. These self-love gurus got wives, got husbands. You got nothing. Except receipts from their purchases. They got nobody for you. Ladies, listen and listen well. You need to put a price tag on you. You need to put a price tag on you. You need to put a price tag on you. Yes, pick Misha. Lack of being picked Misha, you need to put a price tag on you. And then you need to sit your ass on a lot and put for sale. And depending upon the price tag and the shape of the vehicle, you better get a dancing clown, a dancing monkey, a banjo, a radio, a helicopter, an airplane, whatever you got to do to get yourself sold. Because 1 out of 4 will marry. Don't be the 3. Because when you hit 50 plus years old and you got to go to make your arrangements, you got to say, well, I want this plot. Well, why do I even need to go? Why do I even need to be buried? Oh, Jesus, let's go there. Why do you even need to be buried? Who's going to come visit you? Oh, shit. Who's going to come visit you? No husband, no kids. Who's going to come visit you?
Damn.
How often you go visit your cousins?
Wow.
Who's going to come visit you? Your dog?
I got my shit too.
You have to go make these arrangements. Well, I might as well. Why bury you? Who gonna even show up? You haven't thought about this. I know it's painful, but just because, and I'm sorry that the world has lied to you, but I'm sorry, prior to 1965, the black community was married at a rate of 80%. That means 8 out of 10 of us had somebody next to us when we died. 8 out of 10 of us had somebody in the hospital when we fell. 8 out of 10 of us had somebody showing up when we got sick. 8 out of 10 of us had that. Now we don't. Ring the alarm and let's start the fire. Whoa, start ringing the alarm. You don't get love. You get somebody to die with. Make it sexy. I don't give a shit. You don't get love. You get somebody to die with.
You said make it sexy. I don't give a fuck.
And be lucky that you got that. Because if not, you don't need a funeral plot. You need to be cremated. Make some fertilizer. What difference does it make? Seriously, what difference does it make? No one's going to come.
Let's hear this shit.
Mountain is transforming TV advertising by focusing on performance. And we've got an amazing team of people to do it.
Hold up. Hell no. Yo, you got to see this. I forgot I had this for you. Look at this bitch here. Look at this bitch here, man. Look at this shit, man. This shit about to be funny, man. Hold on. The fuck? Look at this shit, bro. Wrong shit. Damn. Yeah. Look at this shit. This shit about to crack you up. The damn show cracked me up. Watch this.
Asked me, do I date Mexican men? Well, do you want to come with me on a first date with a Mexican man? I'm already at the restaurant waiting on him. So he asked me where I wanted to go, and I told him I wanted to go to my favorite restaurant here downtown. Let's hope he doesn't stand me up. It's not my favorite local restaurant, but it's my favorite restaurant here for margaritas. I mean, their margaritas are cheap and strong. And I love cheap and strong. Yeah, she's coming, she's coming. I'm nervous. Ana, ¿puedes dar una margarita, por favor? Claro. Limón grande. Claro. Pero sin sal.
Hola. 18 minutes late. How you like it? How would you like it? You show up to a date and a bitch got her cell phone out filming you, bro. How rude is that? You see, they taking that Western shit over there. Niggas don't like that shit over there. This nigga got on a fucking Flash hoodie. This nigga think, I'm gonna tell you what he thinks. Y'all image is so fucked up. They think you just fuck nonstop. I'm telling you. They think you just fuck. They wait for you to twerk. He think it's a quick nut. He didn't even put any effort into getting dressed for the date. He's like, hey, I'm just right out there and trying to fuck this bitch.
Mucho gusto. ¿Cómo estás?
He don't like it.
Habla
Nigga pulled his phone out quick. Red flag 2. He ordered food for me without asking what I wanted.
So yeah, I think this date is done because he only speaks to me.
Red flag 3. He would only speak to me in English, even though I said I wanted to practice Spanish. So here's the thing. You're probably butchering his language and it's just irritating him to fucking hear you speak it. 1. 2, he's not a fucking translator. And the main thing, if he wanted to sit with a bitch and talk Spanish all night, he would have got a Spanish bitch. If he wanted to sit and talk fucking Mexican all fucking night, he would have went and got a local Mexican chick and took her out. But he went and took you out because he wanted to talk to a black chick, hear your accent, see your personality, your characteristics, and fucking and see if he can smash. Because everybody on the planet knows that you guys are easy. But that doesn't resonate in her fucking head. She thinks it's all about her. Oh, he ordered, but that's what gentlemen do. Gentlemen order the food. But Mexicans are very and I'm gonna tell you now, they beat the fuck out of their women. They don't play, they will beat your ass. And they're very macho. And you're out of order. Talking about, oh, he only speaking to me because he don't want to fucking talk Spanish, stupid.
In English, he just wants to eat all the food. Don't do that. It's not a good high. You don't know that. David. In Mexico. It's a no for me. Even though the day's not going well, I love their nachos with arrachera. So I'm just gonna eat that. But hopefully he's paying because I deserve it. He is paying. So 1 out of 10, I would have to say that I give this. So I deserve.
Red flag 5. He said he wasn't paying for the bill.
Hopefully he's paying because I deserve it. He is paying. So 1 out of 10, I would have to say that I give this date a 3. But I do not recommend, but I do love the food and it's for free, so why not?
Yeah, I bet you paid for that shit. Stop it. Now, this woman isn't too bright, bro. She's not bright. She's not a bright girl. All right.
I fell in love.
Did I tell y'all I fell in love with a guy from Pakistan while in Barcelona and that he dumped me on our first date? Or maybe I was a little too embarrassed. But okay. So I met Ali at his dad's restaurant in Barcelona while stuffing my face, which is on brand for me. He told me he was new to Spain and didn't speak much English or Spanish. And I didn't speak his local language Urdu, but he was so gorgeous. Look at him. So I didn't care because love always overcomes language barriers. Oh, and because I always travel with my Time Kettle Translator earbuds that make communicating in different languages extremely easy. So when we met up, I told him to let me slide one of those Time Kettle earbuds in his ear so I could tell him how I really felt about him. He started romancing me in Urdu, and I started speaking to him in English and struggle Spanish, and before I knew it, ours had passed. So of course I'm like, I done found my next husband in Barcelona. Unfortunately, he broke up with me 3 hours later for reasons unknown, but I think it's because I was moving too slow and was trying to eat everything at the market. Even though my heart was broken, my stomach was full, and I was happy to know that language will never be a barrier for me or my heart again while traveling thanks to Time Kettle and their translator earbuds.
See, that's the second person from a different country that thinks it's just you guys are just smashable. And you're always on your fucking phone, stupid. Like you don't show that you're interested in a nigga. Oh my god, did that on purpose, huh? All right, let me see here. What's the last dumb thing she did? This idiot was in Africa and somebody talked her into eating a fucking cat. She ate the goddamn cat and caught a parasite she can't get rid of. What a fucking idiot.
Type of woman you will ever find on this planet is a single mother.
Listen to this bitch.
That's the strongest type of woman you will ever find on this planet is a single mother. That's the strongest woman you will ever find on this planet. Are you kidding me?
Well, you understand that. You understand that our women are not to be strong. They're supposed to be nurturing and soft.
Dummy.
Well, guess what? We got no choice. We have to be strong.
Were you forced to be a single mom?
No, absolutely not. No, I wasn't. I chose to be a single mom.
So you did have a choice.
I chose. Yes,
okay, so when you say I had no choice, you actually did have a choice because you chose.
And 3 baby daddies and they all gang bang.
3 baby daddies and they all gang bang.
And 3 baby daddies and they all gang bang.
3 baby daddies and they all gang bang.
And 3 baby daddies and they all gang bang.
It's fucking crazy, bitch. Charkeisha, no.
Chose that life, right?
Okay. You let him hit it wrong. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom. You said I'ma have this kid. Don't care if he's there or not. Now you're single.
Nigga said I'ma have this kid. I don't care if he's there or not. Fucking idiots.
Okay, you picked that man. You chose him. You chose him, right?
Look at her. Killing her. Killing her. The accountability is just killing her. Look.
Married, have my family, but be unhappy as well.
Okay, you picked that man. You chose him. You chose him, right?
Look at her. Yo, bro. That shit is funny. That fucking song. Oh my god. That song should get a fucking Grammy. I swear it should.
That you're giving people.
How do I add what variable in? What's the variable?
That you have to like have a 2-parent.
Oh shit. The fuck happened? Oh, I lost it. No, he didn't. It's not him. No, she didn't. Oh well, fuck it, I lost it. Don't care if he's there or not. Yeah. Oh well. Social media influencer Ashley Grayson has been found guilty of hiring hitmen. Oh yeah. I remember that shit. Fucking stupid women, man. So yo, man, about to call it a wrap. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, right?